Hey y'all, this is George Cook at African American Reports. I have the utmost respect for House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, and I hope he becomes Speaker in the House in 2026. But I gotta call bullshit on him voting yes on a resolution to honor Charlie Kirk. How can you on the one hand admit that a man is racist, misogynist, and says vile things to divide us, but then on the other hand, vote yes on a resolution that treats him as a patriot, says that he tried to elevate truth and build understanding, which we know never happened. But before I go any further, I'm going to let Hakeem Jeffries explain in his own words why he did what he did.
I want to start with this bipartisan resolution honoring Charlie Kirk that divided your caucus this week. You voted in favor along with 100 Democrats, but 58 of your colleagues voted against it, most of them members of the Congressional Black Caucus, who criticized the measure as, quote, an attempt to legitimize Kirk's worldview that includes ideas many Americans find racist, harmful, and fundamentally un-American. As a CBC member yourself, what's your reaction to this critique?
Well, I understand fully the CBC critique and participated in a variety of different CBC conversations that we had, particularly toward the end of the week in advance of the resolution. One thing I can say is that every single House Democrat does not endorse the views espoused by Charlie Kirk in any way, shape, or form, and every single House Democrat does not endorse political violence against any person at any time for any reason. And this probably was an attempt by some on the right to try to divide the Congressional Black Caucus or divide House Democrats, and we will continue to be as unified as ever in pushing back against Donald Trump and his extremism. The other thing I'd say, from my perspective, is that I looked at it as a two-page resolution that doesn't even have the force of law. It certainly wasn't about a congressional gold medal, wasn't about a national holiday, wasn't about a statute. It was a two-page resolution. And, you know, we're not going to let Republicans divide us or distract us from the mission of protecting the health care of the American people, pushing back against the effort to shut down the government, and trying to actually create an America that turns back the clock, which is what Republicans are doing, as opposed to what we want to do as Democrats, move the country forward.
With all due respect, Hakeem, you're speaking out of both sides of your mouth. What really pisses me off is that if this is about political violence, Representative Mark Vesey of Texas has put a resolution on the floor which would have condemned political violence from anyone. So you didn't have to vote yes to honor Charlie Kirk if you wanted to condemn violence. Again, you got played by Republicans. Do better, bro.